Well, yes. So, Prime Minister started this almost a ritual now of spending, festivities with the soldiers when he took office in 2014, and then it has been replicated by many other ministers. We have seen this being done by Rajnath Singh. He spent some time with the BSF Jawans, I believe, yesterday, and today we have Nirmala Sitharaman. She has travelled to Northeast, and she would be spending her Diwali with the soldiers who are guarding our borders in the Northeast. And Prime Minister, of course, has spent some time in Uttarakhand. We are told
it's been
not to
snowing
share
there,
the location.
Abhishek, because we are looking at the visuals. The Prime Minister just disembarked from this chopper, and he's there in Kedarnath being greeted by the people, the official delegation there. And from now, he will be heading towards the holy shrine and will be offering his prayers. And from there on, Abhishek, probably he will be straight away going to meet the Jawans. And it is important how this entire area that was almost lost in the map, how badly it was ravaged by the flash floods, Abhishek. And it's actually a new lease of life to the Kedarnath shrine.
Well, yes, projects worth hundreds of crores have been executed, and all aimed at strengthening the infrastructure around the shrine, Amita, so that given the fact that it's a very difficult journey to make and it takes days, at least some modicum of comfort is provided to all those who intend to visit Kedarnath. Also, we are told that certain structures have been created so that in case of any repeat of the massive floods that we had seen in 2013, some support system is there so that the damage is minimum. So by way of strengthening the structures behind the shrine and creating escapes and strengthening those structures that are already present so that they can withstand nature's fury of the kind that we had seen earlier that led to that damage and subsequent reconstruction. But as I said, Prime Minister would also be praying with certain rituals at the shrine, and he does not shy away from doing that, practicing his faith in public. And post that, he would be addressing the gathering that is present there, essentially a program of the Uttarakhand government. And then, of course, we are told that he would fly back to Delhi.
And the shrine has been decked up, decorated with flowers to not only also talk about Diwali, the celebrations and the festival of lights, but also welcoming Prime Minister Modi. And right there in the valley, covered with snow, we're looking at the Kedarnath shrine. The Prime Minister, who's just landed there and was greeted by the officials, will be making his way to the Kedarnath shrine. The temple there will be offering his prayers, and as Abhishek was pointing out, then later on will be moving to spend the day with the Jawans. But also interestingly, Abhishek, the Prime Minister has also talked about and tweeted about his very good friend Benjamin Netanyahu, because you had the Israeli counterpart talking and wishing the people of India happy Diwali. And he has said that this year too we'll spend Diwali with our brave troops. Spending time with them is special. I will share photos of the same tomorrow evening. Well, that is what Prime Minister had to say to his Israeli counterpart as well on the occasion of Diwali, Abhishek.
Well, yes, Amita, that was a very interesting exchange that took place between the two leaders. Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu had visited India last year, and Prime Minister Modi had also visited Israel the same year. So, the two have hit a nice chemistry, nice bonhomie between the two, between themselves, and they call each other dost and friends. And I think this is a continuation of that, where Prime Minister Netanyahu tweeted yesterday and asked his Indian friends where are they going to spend the Diwali. Possibly Netanyahu had some inclination about the fact that Prime Minister goes out of Delhi to spend his Diwali with the Jawans, and Prime Minister Modi tweeted back saying, "Thank you so much, and I wish you all the best." And Prime Minister Netanyahu, I will inform you where I spend my Diwali. That was a very interesting diplomacy taking place on Twitter between Prime Minister Modi and Netanyahu, as also between India and Israel, one would say. These are certain aspects of Prime Minister Modi's personality which we see that he amplifies his policies, taking benefit of every occasion that comes his way. So if it's Diwali, he makes a statement by standing with the Jawans, by spending time with the families there, by spending time with the soldiers at the border, because he knows that these soldiers are making a bit of a sacrifice there, because they are sacrificing the happiness of spending time with the family